Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Ay! Oh my god, I hella dropped it. I don't know, I'm kind of getting the feeling that was symbolic. I'm sorry, there's cooking in the kitchen right now. But that was symbolic, like maybe you just... Alright, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Monse and this is the Cosmic Creation 144. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay, I'm happy that you're here. And if you are coming back, like always, you're a real one. It is getting smoky up in her because I do have the sage also here. Okay. We saging it up. The Palo Santo's going. I mean, we are definitely putting down the intention. And right now, as I was blowing the sage, it popped, but it popped hella hard. I even was like, I just heard pop off, like something's about to pop off. You're about to pop off. Also, as I was, oh my god, there's so much ash. Okay. As I was setting everything up, I was praying, doing a little prayer, and I saw like an arrow going up. And I heard the words level up. Which hence, you're about to pop off, you're about to level up, you're going up. The decks I'm using today also are a little strange. I normally can kind of tell what the reading is going to be about based on my decks. But right now the decks that I have been guided to use are, I don't know. So don't forget to hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's set the intention down with the prayer. Where'd it go? Oh man, did I shuffle it in here? Oh man. So I'm gonna use here it is. I'm gonna use the Saraswati deck. Okay. That's what I call it. It's not called that. I did link it in my other channel. If you haven't gone over to my other channel, the Time for T144, I do have 2 unboxing videos that I did with all the decks that I got, including this one, and everything is linked in the description box. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, we're going to be using that one. We're going to be using the African Goddess deck, which you guys know. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm going to be using the African Goddess deck, which you guys know very well, which is this one. But I'm also going to use the Ocean deck, the Mermaid one. And the one I do sometimes with that end up being like the love readings and whatnot. So I feel like this is going to be a very, very specific message because of the cards. The Saraswati deck, if you, okay, look, like for example, she's literally on the bottom of the deck. That's Saraswati. So let's just get into it. I don't even know what which one to even begin with. So let's just say the prayer and set your intentions. Look, a prayer to set your intentions. So maybe that's something you need to do, is set the intention for what you want. Maybe it's a new start. You're about to have a new start. You're leveling up. You're going up. You're about to pop off. You're about to, I don't know, create something amazing. 444, as I said that. You're about to create something amazing, start something amazing, whatever that looks like for you, right? If you're if you're seeing someone, maybe that's about to pop off and it's going to go to the next level. Or if you just started a new job, it's going to be something that you're going to be so good that you're going to jump up to the next level, pero like that. On your spiritual journey, maybe right now you're about to enter some type of portal that is just going to take you through the roof. Or maybe you already feel that energy every time you meditate. Because I know I've been feeling that. Every time I've meditated right now, it's been so, I don't know. So let's just set the prayer. It says, a prayer to set your intention. I have intentions. It says, I have faith in the divine, my spirit guides, my ancestors, and the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind, to illuminate my path in the truth, so I may see clearly what is hidden. May I hear clearly what is unsaid. I may feel with an open heart beyond influence, and I may know clearly what is unknown. By honoring my deep knowing, the holy cosmic gods now come to my aid. I accept their blessings and take their guidance as they enrich my life in ways unbeknownst to me. They fill my life with miracles. I welcome them and acknowledge them. I believe in the... I can never say this freaking word. And no matter how many times I say it. I believe in source of magical energy that surrounds me and that loves me. This is the word, y'all. Is that focusing? There we go. I can never say that word. And I can't. We're not even gonna go there. So, let's set the intention for that. Put down the prayer. Let's give one more. There we go. All right. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one. So let's shuffle it out, making sure, yeah, because that one didn't look right. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Now I just channeled that Sierra song, right? Yeah, level up, level up, level up, level up. Yeah. I don't know. But overall, the energy feels good, though. Very... Really? Sorry, guys, if you heard that. Disgusting. My son. Yeah, so overall the energy feels good. It feels very electrifying. It feels joyous. It feels harmonious. See, look at what popped out. And this actually came out of the deck. New love, renewed hope. And you know, when I meditated earlier, I did see the Saraswati deck in my third eye, and it did tell me that it is a love reading, that it was going to be of love, not a love reading specifically like with a partner or anything like that, but of love. So this can be a love, self-love, yourself, loving yourself. Maybe you have, you know, been too busy bending over backwards for motherfuckers that didn't even deserve it, right? And you lost yourself in the process, and you stop loving yourself because you were too busy giving your cup to somebody else that didn't even deserve it. And now you filled your own cup. You don't need somebody. This was in my last reading too. Like, you don't need somebody to come in and fill your cup. You fill your own cup. Like, you're your own boss. You march to the beat of your own drum. You are your own hype man. I think that was the name. Oh, it was in my other channel that I did the video for. It was, you are your own hype man. You don't need somebody else to be hyping you up, telling you you look good. You know you look good. You don't need nobody to tell you how smart you are. You know you're smart. 10-10. Yeah, this is a new start, a new beginning. Everything that's about to happen is fresh. Even you. Maybe if you have long hair, right, you're about to chop it all off and rock the short hair. Or if you have short hair, you're about to just let it all hang out. You know, maybe you're about to do things that you never thought you would be doing. Or maybe you're about to, I don't know, get a membership at the gym. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything you're about to do is new. That is the vibe that it's giving. And I think that's why this is there. It says new love, renewed hope. But new love, like I said, it can mean anything. So when I did see that the Saraswati deck in my third eye, I heard love. It's going to be about love. But again, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic if it is romantic. Right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be that. You could be loving what you're doing at the moment, whatever, like what I'm doing here. I enjoy doing this. Regardless if it's making me money or not. This is what I love to do. I enjoy doing this. You know, so you can be loving whatever it is that you're doing, regardless if you're seeing your fruits from it or not. Obviously, right, if you keep doing it, you eventually will. But I feel like that's not it's not the goal, right? The goal, like, for example, for me, that's not my goal. My goal is not to freaking be famous on YouTube. That's not my goal. My goal is to get these messages out there and hope that it resonates with somebody and it helps someone to better understand whatever it is that they're going through. A confirmation, 12-12. You see, a confirmation of what they already know. It's like putting the stamp on the envelope and sending it out. 222. All right, a lot of angel numbers coming in, guys. Look them up in case you don't know. We had 12-12, we had 10-10, we had 222. So if you already, okay, so if you're seeing those angel numbers, then this is definitely going to be a message for you. Okay? So let's get it popping, y'all. Between the lines, look for what's hidden. Alright, so let's see, between the lines, look for what's hidden. I feel like something flipped over. For real. It says heartbreak shattered. Okay, with this new beginning that you are starting, you might, obviously, right, you're leaving people behind. Maybe because this is what you had to be doing. You know, you had to keep guessing, like, what it was they were doing, read between the lines, look for hidden meanings, this, that, and the other thing. Like, there were people that were never just straightforward, just gave you the facts, gave you the truth, gave you this. Like, you could never really know. And maybe those people are heartbroken, you know, they're shattered, their heart is shattered because yeah, they don't get to be a part of this new beginning. They're not going to be a part of this new beginning, and they know that. They're hoping probably for like a reconciliation to rebuild it, but no. Again, it is done. We had 12-12 and 10-10. It is over. The fat lady sang. It is done. You know, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. She sang. She hit him them notes. It's done. And I know I normally like clear them, but I'm not gonna do that today because I wasn't even guided to use the Ganesha deck, so I'm not even gonna do that. So I'm sorry, apology came out, but it came out like this. I'm gonna take it in reverse because it's giving fake apology. And it actually came out like this, but more towards the reverse side. So yeah. I just heard this is someone who doesn't know how to lose. This is someone who doesn't know how to lose. This is someone who doesn't know how to just let it go and say, oh, okay, it's over. You don't want to date me. You don't want to be my friend. You don't want to work here anymore. You don't want to do this. Okay, it's fine. I understand. Not a problem. And just walk away. No. So just be careful with whoever this is, you know, coming back trying to say sorry, and they ain't sorry at all. And since I did see that error of you leveling up, whatever that means for you, however your life is going right now, that's what this person wants to come. I feel like that's what they want to come and do. They want to come fuck up your level up. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they want to come in and fuck up your level up. That's literally what it is. But you already know. You already know that. Look, it says intuition, inner knowing. You already know. Again, so then the level up is spiritually. But when you level up spiritually, right, everything else falls into place because you're leveling up spiritually. So this is exactly what this person wants to come and do. They want to come fuck up your level up, but you already know that. That's something you already know. You know this person all too well to sit there and allow for this person to be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. You already know how to read between the lines. You already know how this person gets down. You don't need to. You don't need to look, because it says between the lines, look for hidden meanings. You don't need to look for hidden meanings anymore because your intuition is leveled up, has leveled up. You know, so between the lines, you see right through that shit. You see right through it. This person coming. I just did one shuffle and look what flipped over. That's you. That is what you're doing. That's how you're handling this person. In silence. No contact. You're not a, oh, you did me like this, so I'm gonna do you. No. Nope. You're too busy doing you to be worried about getting back at somebody else. You're in silence. You ain't worried about nothing and nobody. All you're worried about is you. That's it. You're not worried about nothing else. A lot of cards came out, but I did see change in transition. I did see this one. That's what, yeah, I'm going to leave it out. I'm being guided to leave it out. So change in transition. That's what you're in. That's what you're in. Hold on. I know, baby, my bad. Yeah, that's what you're in. And this person might be, if they're not like getting readings or finding out like what you're doing, they probably just see you. If you have like a platform of some sorts, right? I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is you have, Snapchat, I don't know. But maybe they see, they're like, what in the world? Who's this? How come he wasn't like that when he was with me? How come she wasn't like that when she was with me? Because they were that dark cloud right over you that you just felt drained. And right now that the sun is out, okay, the day is beautiful, the sun is out, the weather is warm, you're feeling amazing and great because you got rid of excess baggage. Thank you, Spirit. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise is. It can't. I don't know. Do you guys hear that? I don't know. Okay. Let's just move on. Wow. So this was on the bottom of the deck. And I saw it, but I just shuffled and it came out anyway. So this is the person. This is the person. Strategic, player, just too many mind games. You know, a lot of this. Just a lot of that. A lot of that going on, like... Who cares? I don't care. I know you don't. See, because you're doing that. You're gonna have important connections. You got amazing. Look at what this person's on. What time they're on. Look at it. It says party having fun. That's all good and well. But look at the person in the picture. That person in the picture is like passed out drunk somewhere, just twisted as fuck. Just twisted as fuck. That's the kind of time they're on. So again, it's just giving. They want to come and fuck up your level up. They just want to come and throw you off balance. They just want to come and like love bomb you and mind fuck you and whatever the hell it is. Like that's all they want to come and do. Nothing about this apology is sincere. Nothing about these tears are real. I'm damn crocodile tears. None of it is, no. Tito! Sorry, I was calling my son. Mami, háblale a Teto, dile que venga. Hold up!
Maybe it's
I know. I know. I've never heard it like that. Dude, there's like a gnat that just does not want to die. And those you flick it and they're like immediately dead. I'm telling you. Can we get more collective, please? I don't want these people. Oh, ya se apagó. You hear? Oh, and there it goes again. Alright. Yeah, because I'm not recording a video.
Oh, it's because you started talking to me. I thought you were...
I was going to say, that noise, it's my freezer. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that noise, my freezer never sounds like that. And it's like really like an irritating noise. And I was going to say that has to be symbolic. Like like this person's going to come in and try to distract you. Your peace. Shh. I was just about to say that this person's going to come in to distract you from your peace. From this change and transition you're making. Like this is what they want to come and screw up. This is what they want to come and mess up. This change and transition, your peace, your see, look. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's done now. There's no noise now. So that's what I was going to say. That noise was definitely symbolic. It's definitely this person giving the vibe of like, oh, hell no. Like, you're not about to level up without me. You're not about to climb up the ladder without me. You need me. And this person is having like a really hard time realizing that, no, the fuck you don't. You've been able to climb that ladder. Yeah, it's like this person is like, you need me. And hell the fuck no, you don't. You've been doing just fine without this person. You're in you're peaceful. Look at that. You're at peace. And look at that noise. I don't know if you guys heard that noise. Let me know if you guys heard that noise. Look. Bliss and happiness. That's where you're at. And that's why this person wants to come in. Divine feminine. Look at divine feminine. Yeah, like, yeah, absolutely not. That definitely was symbolic. That noise was definitely symbolic. Shh. Was definitely symbolic. And this is how my readings are going to be for hold on, guys. This is how my readings are going to be for like the next 2 weeks. My kids are off for spring break for 2 weeks. They don't go back to like April 13, 14, some around there. It is what it is, y'all. So let's see. Yeah. Look, intuition was on the bottom of the deck and they came out anyways. You see what I'm saying? Like, this person is trying to screw this up. Look at what also came out with it. Shapeshifter, mimicking. Like, this person's whack, dude. Like, this person, like, they're trying to block, put obstacles in your way. This person is just, ugh. But this person is not going to have a, look at. Storms coming ahead. Turmoil's coming ahead. Especially if you are leveling up spiritually, that might mean, I mean, Divine Feminine did come out, so I might be talking to a Divine Feminine, to a Chosen One, a Light Worker, a Star Seed, however you identify yourself as, right? However you identify yourself. But definitely someone here doing the work of God. Look at that. In the shuffle, it flipped out. No second chances. You dead at that situation. That situation is dead, buried, gone, deceased, over. Like, no second chances. Like, you're just not, I'm going to say it because that's literally how I feel. There are 0 fucks given. Even let's say let's just say for whatever, right? That this is true, that they're heartbroken and shattered and they really do feel sad. That don't mean a motherfucking thing to you, because whenever you were with these people or whoever this person is for you, they didn't give a crap when you were feeling like that, when you were heartbroken, when your heart was shattered, right? They didn't care. So, yeah. Didn't I say, if you had a platform, keeping tabs. Look, it says social media keeping tabs. Didn't I say that? Because silence and no contact came out, is very evident that you don't fuck with this person, period, at all. You know nothing about them. You don't care to know nothing about them. But they do care to know about you. And then I tell you, you might have an Instagram, a Facebook, a TikTok, something where they can see that you are glowing, that you are looking just right. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me I'm not tapped in, dude. Like, I just told you that. Ooh, what else for the collective? Look, it says hurting and agonizing pain, but it was in reverse. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, let's just say, for example, if they really were, which they're not. They don't care. They don't give a shit. It's just some form of control, of manipulation, of a how dare you level up and move on without me. You don't get to do that until I say you can. And right now I say you can't. It's crazy, right? Oh, there's people who really just, how delulu do you have to be? Like, it's giving that. It's giving delulu. And you need help. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Because I feel anybody who thinks that for 1 second they have some form of power over somebody else's free will has to be not okay up here. Secret admirer. Okay, secret admirer. Secret admirer, timid. Maybe you have a secret admirer that's you know, hold on. Your cards are very, very beautiful, by the way. And I feel like when I saw Saraswati's deck in my third eye and I heard the word love, the reading is about love. It's giving self-love. There's 2 cards here for like a partner, right? But I feel overall, the change, the transition, the peace, the intuition, the grave, the second chance, the no second, everything. It's all the work that you have done on yourself. All the healing you have done. You had to really dead and bury the person you were before. Because the person you are right now is in transition. The person you are right now is changing. The person you are right now is at peace and is leveling up in every aspect of the word. But I'm feeling very much like spiritually, but in all aspects of the word, you are leveling up. I literally saw the arrow go up. And then when again, like my sage, right? I blew it. It just pop, 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 pop. Like you're about to pop off. Like you're about to, I don't know. Again, it's giving like you're about to explode or something, you know? Like whatever you're about to do, it's gonna take flight. So for example, I don't know. Maybe you always wanted to make candles, right? And you know what? I'm gonna do it. You're gonna take the leap of faith and you're gonna do it. You have maybe a little bit of money saved up somewhere. You're going to invest a little bit and then it pops off. It takes off. And before you know it, you know, you're seeing the fruits of your labor. 444, as I said that. Yeah. So I would take advantage of that. If whatever you have in here, I've always thought about doing this, but I don't know, do it. Okay. Now, look at that. This is how that person really feels. They don't feel hurt or in agonizing pain, right, because they lost you. No, they feel anxious and worry. This is how your glow makes them feel. Because in reality, right, they want to, like, play with your mind and make you think that you need them, that you couldn't do nothing without them, when in reality, it was the opposite. It's giving codependent. Thank you, Spirit. It's very codependent. This person was codependent on you. This person doesn't know how to be alone. This person... I heard the dark times are hard. Like the night is hard. Something like that. Like the darkness is hard. Thank you, Spirit. The darkness is hard. So you were this person's light. But instead of embracing it, they did everything they could under the sun to shut it off. And they still couldn't. Because you out here as bright as the sun. Gross is, wait. Grass is greener. Possibilities. You look at all those possibilities here that you have. And that's why I was going to say he. So I don't know, maybe I am speaking to a divine feminine. Divine feminine did come out, so maybe this is for a divine feminine. I don't know. Or you might be a man in your divine feminine energy, okay? Remember, there is no agenda. Just put yourself where you need to go. But because you have all these possibilities, the grass is greener on the other side. That's why this person's like, no, why? You're supposed to still want to be here and have me manipulate you and annoying. Yeah, so that person, your light irritates the fuck out of them. That's what it's giving. It's like a fucking 5-year-old's tantrum. That's what she's giving. She's like, that's what it looks like. I'm not even gonna lie. This card's annoying me. Just looking at the picture. It's annoying. Like, grow up. You can definitely still have a light, have a purpose in life, find your journey, or find your true path in life. But you have to be willing to do the work. There is no cutting. Did you cut corners? Hell no, huh? You felt every bit of that dark night of the soul. You felt every bit of it. You didn't cut no corners. But this person is too busy being a player and, being strategic on how to get out of it. And it don't work like that. The sun doesn't come up for you when you don't want to do the work. Competition, other woman? Yes. Something flipped over here. Hold on. Look at that. That's all that I'm telling you. Please, can we not? I don't want to be in this energy no more. All right. Final messages for the collective for this deck at least. Yeah, because that's all that person, that's what that is. Look, partying, having fun, sex, good time. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, no, that's not what you're looking for. See? Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. Courage and strength. That's exactly what it takes to go through the dark night of the soul. And this person rather do this bullshit than do the work. These are like the cards on this side and the cards on this side, very different. The energies are different. Very, very different. Final message here for the collective with this. Ooh, I'm gonna take both. I love that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so single, not in a relationship, okay? But don't worry. There's a divine masculine who's a secret admirer, okay? I love that for you. Yeah, see, you just continue doing the healing. Continue doing your healing. Continue doing what it is you're doing to just continue doing what you're doing, because this is not about to do nothing for you or nothing to you. Even if you do end up seeing this person, they're like, please, I'm so sorry. You're gonna look at them like, are you done? I forgave you back when I was going through my dark night of the soul. So I already did that. I already forgave you. You know, for me, I forgave you for me, but that don't mean that I gotta fuck with you, so I don't fuck with you, period. Let's go in with the African Goddess deck. That is a very, 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 I'm telling you, I feel like every message is going to be very specific. I felt the energies in both very specific, and both sides. Like I said, those sides that felt that it was for your energy, and the side that was whatever other person it was for you. All right. Wow. Saw segment. All right, let's get it popping. Medusa. See, she don't play, right? She don't play. Again, you know, dark goddess energy. It does say rage, and I think, let me see. It does say, for her card, I have read it before. It does say that it says, take a breath, close your eyes, and put both hands on your lower abdomen into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, and golden light. Now put both hands on your heart and do the same. You have the right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies. But unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. I have a right to feel my feelings. So that's basically what it is. Okay, so I just heard the word nostalgic. And here's Sekhmet again. I just heard the word nostalgic. So maybe there's some of you who are remembering your past. Maybe at this time you are at that. Because I think with the energies shifting and things like that, I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of us, some of us, if not all of us, are a little emotional. 444 on the timer. So I know when that happens, and sometimes we reminisce. We'll reminisce. We'll cry, right? And then immediately after, even remembering, because okay, for example, for me, I don't do it as often anymore. I'm not even gonna lie, if I do it at all, to be honest. But when I did go through those nostalgic moments when I would remember my ex-husband, I would cry. And I would just say, why? Why did you have to be like this? Why couldn't you be like that? Why this? Why that? And then I would, again, go through memory lane and then say, but you did that and did that. And immediately my blood would start to boil. And then now I wasn't crying because I felt sad for missing. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so then I would just be like, oh, wait, but you did this to me and you did that to me. And immediately my blood would boil. And so now I wasn't crying because I missed him or I missed what we had. I started crying because I was pissed. And then I would tell myself, like, knock it off. Stop it right now. So you're allowed to feel your feelings. You're allowed to, if you need to cry, have a good cry. Don't bottle up those feelings. Don't say, oh no, because I'm on this spiritual journey, I can't go back into my past. No. Because then that's just you shoving feelings that you still feel, shoving them down like they don't exist. And that's not what we're doing here. We're supposed to face them. We're supposed to face them no matter how hard it is to face them. Okay, I'm a victim of that. There's sometimes thing I just like, I'll just deal with that later. But I mean, later always comes back around. So that's what, meditation and prayer and things like that, it helps us with that. So you're entitled to feel however it is that you feel. Just don't stick around there too long. And ask your spirit guides and your ancestors to guide you. Because that is all part of healing. That's how you will heal and release and continue to level up. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly, yeah.
Mommy, I you did it bad.
Okay.
I did, Mommy. I did you bad. He had it bad.
Okay. Two came out. So this Erzuli and Dantor is etheric chords, and this is mostly karmic chords, karmic connection chords, but it was in reverse. And we have Mamlambo and self-sabotage. So I'm going to read this one because she rarely comes out, so I'm not exactly sure what her card represents. So I feel like I'm talking to someone that is having a hard time letting go of their past. This could be somebody, or you could be somebody, right, that maybe is just barely going through the spiritual awakening. Or maybe you haven't even fully woken up yet. Maybe you're still with that karmic person, whoever that looks like for you. Whatever that looks like for you. And that's why so let's see. Mamlambo, let's see. It says, you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down? Didn't I just say that? I just said that with the Medusa, that you are shoving down feelings instead of facing them. You don't want to face them. It says you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? Your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, actions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with. You're stuck. Your inner procrastinator and your toxic relationship choices. Whoa. Step. It says step terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspires action? What can you do? What actions can you take today? I have compassion for myself. I'm not gonna lie, I feel sad. Who am I? I feel sad. Erzuli Dantor. It says, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. The energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of God and goddesses, loving light separating you and dissolving those cords between you. You are both whole and held. Just as you shower to cleanse your physical grim, there are also grims in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. I'm not even gonna lie, I feel really fucking sad. The energy is just really sad. And I feel like the reason why I feel like this is because I know how hard that is. I was with a man that I thought I loved, right? For 8 years. It took me 8 years to get the hell up out of there. To realize that I had to make these cuts. To realize that I had to cut the cord. I was self-sabotaging myself for 8 years. I was pissed off for 8 years. So that's why it makes me feel sad, because I know just how hard it could be. You know, and people are insensitive, right? Because people just say, oh, just leave him, just leave her, oh, just quit. But nobody knows your life more than you, right? You are the only one that knows what you're going through. You are the only one that knows what goes on at that job. You're the only one that knows what goes on inside that house when the doors closes and the blinds are shut, right? So motherfuckers just say, oh, just dump him. Just dump her. Get rid of him. It's fine. You'll find somebody else. It doesn't work like that. people don't know how it is to be living next to someone that's like a sociopath and a narcissist and a manipulator. And on top of that, those are already some of their traits, right? On top of that, they're doing magic on you and love spells and dark magic and ties and bounds and, you know, so it just makes it even harder to get the hell away. If it's already hard with the traits that they come with, it makes it even harder when they start to do spell work. But I'm here to tell you that you can. You can pray. I told you guys this so many times. I started having my spiritual awakening while he was still here. We were still living together. We were still very married. And I started having my spiritual awakening. I just didn't know that that's what I was doing. I started seeing tarot. I started reading tarot. I started shuffling my own cards around, because this deck that I'm using now, I've had it, I don't know how long. I even bought one for my punk ass mom. My mom. But anyways, so I was already watching tarot and getting enlightened through tarot. And then when the breakup happened and the drama happened and everything went down, confirmation, I started really digging in deep. And like I said, I know how hard it is to get out and then get out and immediately jump into the dark night of the soul. I know that. And I know it almost feels like you just, let me call them back and tell them, never mind. Don't. You can do this. You can. God says you can. God has given you the strength that you need to get up and go, to get up and move. Especially if you have kids. If you have children and you think that that's it for you, it is not. Because that is what I thought as well. I have 3 little babies. What am I going to do? Be a single mom with a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old? I can't do that. And after I said, you know what? Yes, the fuck I can. Who says I can't? And I did. And I'm still here with my children, taking care of my children, doing everything I need to do to be able to keep my head above water. Because that's literally how I'm living right now, with my head above water. But the reason why I have my head above water is because I still have faith in God. I have not lost my faith, and I refuse to lose my faith. I refuse to throw in that towel. Stop it. I refuse to throw in that towel. I refuse to lose my faith. You see all those distractions? That don't mean nothing to me. Nothing's going to distract me from where I know now that I'm supposed to be going. And if you already know and you still haven't taken action, I'm here to tell you, take action. It's time. This is your confirmation. Go. Stop self-sabotaging. You have what it takes. You have more than what it takes. Ooh. But it was in reverse. It's like, yeah, I'm definitely talking. Give me a second. I feel like I'm definitely talking to somebody. You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm talking to somebody who was just like me while still in the marriage. You know how I just said that while I was in the marriage, I was already having a spiritual awakening, but didn't even know it. But I was just reading tarot and watching tarot, and like I spend all day like that. I put my my ear pod in, and I would watch 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos, and then I would just like that. And then I started watching videos about chosen ones. And then I was like, am I a chosen one? Do I have a gift? Do I have this? Do I have that? And so I was still asleep in a sense, right? But I was slowly but surely waking up. It was like I was stretched. At our house. I was stretching. I yawned. But I was still laying in bed. Till eventually I sat up, put my feet down, got up off the bed, and now I'm here. So I feel like I'm definitely talking to somebody that definitely needs to get up off of bed. You need to get out of bed and start honing in on this. Because I feel like your intuition has been asleep for way too long. And I can definitely relate. I swear to God I can. I definitely understand what you're going through. If you're a guy or a girl, it does not matter. I just saw a door. I just saw a door. I'm still seeing a door. There's a door that you need to walk through. I don't know if it's the front door of your house to get the hell out of there. Or this person got to go through that front door. Because that's what mine did. Mine went through that front door and never came back. And I made sure of that. Good juju, but it's in reverse. Like, this self-sabotage that you are doing, that's all you're doing. It's killing your good juju. Mambola, that's what she said, right? It says you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. That's good juju, your intuition. You yourself, by still being where you know, I just heard that, you know you don't need to be there, 222. You already know you don't belong there. You already know this. Oh my God, I just feel I don't know. It's just, I feel it. I feel a really sad energy, like triste. Just like you feel alone. But you're not alone. We are never alone. You are not alone. Don't be scared to make the change. Make that change. You'd be surprised what the outcome is going to be. Because I couldn't believe that by dropping one person, it was like I was reborn. It's like, I don't ever think that I could have been able to be doing this while with this person, because this person always shut down whatever I wanted to do. It didn't matter what it was. Even if I was to say, hey, because your girl can throw down in the kitchen, okay? Peep, peep. Yes, I'm blowing my own horn.
Mommy.
Yeah, so I would tell him, like, hey, I think I'm going to sell food from... Oh, yeah? And who do you think is going to pay for that? Because I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not giving you money to buy the containers for it. You know, so you already are with someone that's like that, probably. And that your self-esteem is probably through the fucking floor. Trust me, I understand. Pick yourself up like you've done many times before and get the fuck up out of there and start living your life for you. secrets revealed. It says open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, your ancestors, your angels, your spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is a divine intelligence. Pay close attention. These are things you don't need to let yourself see. Allow yourself to be your guide. Choose your own path. Didn't I just tell you that? I am connected to the divine. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that is definitely just barely waking up or hasn't woken up completely yet, because you are literally like, this is bringing me back. So this is how I can relate. These secrets revealed are maybe things that have been happening right in front of you and you didn't even notice because you're asleep. If it's people you live with, family members, things like that. But you having a relationship with that means you have not thrown in the towel. That means that you have not lost your faith. Excuse me. That means you have not lost your faith. That means you still believe in the Most High and your ascended masters and your ancestors and your spirit guides and your angels. Connect. Tap in. Tap in and pay close attention. Because I started getting my answers from readings. That's how I started getting my answers. And when I go back and I think, I was like, oh, that's why that happened. This is why that happened. And it was because, again, the people around me were taking advantage of the fact that I was asleep and the fact that they were doing magic on me. Right? So they had to amplify the situation even more for me not to ever notice what was going on. This is what you have coming. Joy, happiness, love, good juju, your intuition being heightened. You're a very brazen person. You're a very creative person. You have a lot of ideas. Like, you're like a free spirit. And right now you're like a bird in a cage. It's time for a new season. We have the orichas out here now. It's time for a new season. The seasons change, right? I don't know how to explain when the seasons change. It's never the same. Yeah. It's time for a new season. It's time for a new you. Make the change. Make the switch. Trust me, I felt that energy. I felt such a sad, lonely, depressed energy. And I've been there. I've been there. Trust me. Especially when people would come around and say, oh my God, you guys are such a lovely couple. You look so happy. Oh yeah, I am. Of course. Yes, I'm very happy. I love my husband. But on the inside, I was pissed the fuck off 24/7. Angry all the time. Not ready to let go. I'm not ready to let go of this person. He's treating me bad and he doesn't deserve me and he hates me and this. And I know that. But I'm not ready to go. The math is not mathing. And so I get it. I get it when people come up to you and say, oh, all you got to do is leave that person. Because they say that, right? The math is not mathing. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't just leave him. I don't understand why he doesn't just leave her. Because they don't live your life. But you want better for yourself. You want to be free. You want to be happy. You already know what to do. Wow, that was definitely... And look, at the bottom of the deck is Ma'at. If you do that, you will be vindicated. You will have justice. You will have balance. Because I'm definitely talking to somebody that needs to be tapping in. And for all those people that have you sleep or that are sleeping on you, you're going to get justice. You just got to set the intention. Woo! Let's take this Swati deck, y'all. Oh my God. We're like an hour and 10 minutes in. But these messages... You know, when they said that this message was going to be love, even though the message I just delivered right now felt a little sad, I feel like somebody did needed to hear that to let them know love yourself. Love you, 111. Love you, 1111. Love you. Think about you. Worry about you. Goddess Mohini. Enchant, charm, mesmerizing, doing what is necessary, a clever and unique solution needed. Okay, hold on. We're going to keep going. Hold on. Hold on, let me read 25. Goddess Mohini teaches us that cleverness, cunning and charm are essential when needed to be able to use what we have at hand and use swift thinking to solve problems. Sometimes the path ahead and the solution to your problem is guided by using wit, charm, and diplomacy. In the case of retrieving back the Amaret, the drink of immortality of which the ocean was churned, a need for a quick and clever solution arises, and the matter of precision came into play. What? I don't know. It is important to think ahead while weighing out the pros and the cons and use the right tools for this job. Sometimes we only get one chance to fix things or make things better. The power of diplomatic precision has its many merits. Okay, hold on, because maybe somebody's here is going to have an important decision to make soon, or maybe you already are faced with like an important decision that you need to really think about. Callie. Whew, girl. Callie says, true beauty lies within, and its eternal looks can be deceiving. Ego death. That's, again, yeah, I was going to say that this, so with, this is, I'm sorry, I didn't even show you the card. So this is the one that came out first. And with these people here, it's almost giving like this person, that person, this person, that person, like a tug of war type situation. And so true beauty is within, and it's eternal. Looks can be deceiving. Ego death. So this is Callie. It's giving that. Okay. Let go of self-deception, false beliefs, and egotism will eventually bring about an ego death. Kali Ma teaches us how to stand up for oneself and the innocent in the face of evil and injustice, and when all else fails, we must take the last resort, which is not the prettiest, but we must do what we need to do, or what needs to be done. It is great sin to abuse someone, but also greater sin to take abuse silently. To stand up against injustice done to oneself, it is to stand up against injustice for all of us. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this is just a continuation from what I just said with my African Goddess deck. So it does say, look, it says true beauty lies within and it's internal. Looks can be deceiving. Ego death. And didn't I tell you when I was married, when everybody would be like, oh my God, you guys are such an amazing couple. You guys look so happy. Oh yeah, because we are. We're definitely happy. That would be my response. But I had to cut that. That was just me, obviously, right, with lies and whatever, you know, just to keep appearances or whatever you want to call it. You know, but I had to be truthful. I had to be truthful with myself. I had to go through that ego death because it was all that. Because look, the other one says enchantment, charm, mesmerize, doing what is necessary. A clear, a unique solution needed. Yeah, absolutely. Goddess Ganga is on the bottom of the deck. She says, purification, cleansing of sins, detox your habits, forgiveness, honoring your ancestors. I think these cards coming through right now are... Oh, So I was going to say, I think these cards right now are really going to come through and like speak. And again, like I said, Goddess Ganga was on the bottom of the deck, but I shuffled. She came out anyways. So this is what you need to be doing. I'm not gonna lie. This is, I feel like this with the other deck that I just did, I felt your energy. I felt that you were sad, that you were triste, that you were, I don't know. It just gave a very sad vibe. But this here is giving tough love. It's giving cut the shit. It's time to go. You are enchanting, charming, mesmerizing. You have true beauty within you. Okay? To be... What did Callie say? accepting abuse, whatever that looks like for you, right? It doesn't necessarily, it could be physical abuse, verbal abuse. Look, Kali Ma'at tells us to stand up for oneself and the innocent in the face of evil and injustice. Okay? And when all else fails, we must take the last resort, which is not the prettiest, but we must do what needs to be done, which is what? Pick up your shit and go. Okay? It is a great sin to abuse someone. And that's why Ma'at was on the bottom of the deck. Because she's coming in to bring you justice. She's going to come in to put everything in balance for you. Okay? It is a great sin to abuse someone, but it's also a great sin to take abuse slightly. Okay? To stand up against injustice done to oneself is to stand up against injustice for us all. So what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to take these people's shit? Or you're going to say enough is enough? That's what it's giving. Okay, you need purification, cleansing, detox, any bad habits. Whoever these people are, that's your bad habit. Unless, you are because of your situation. And no judgment here. Okay, I'm not judging anybody because everybody's situation is different and everybody handles their situation differently. So even if you have some types of addictions that are not just these people, I can understand because that's probably like the only what you found to cope. But now it's time to detox. It's time to drop it. It's time to let it go. It's time to bear your soul to the Most High and get your life back. My coffee hella cold. That's how you need to be. That's how you need to be. That was definitely simple. That's how you need to be. Cold. Cold with these folks. Oh my God, you're being mean. You're being this. I said that saying the other day, right? Que rápido pasas a ser la mala cuando dejas de ser la pendeja. And that's facts. When you are no longer these people's little toy that they can fuck with, all of a sudden you're a bitch and you're evil and you're mean and you're rude and you're disrespectful and you're all these other shits, right? Just because you no longer wish to comply with all their crap. Oh well. It's making me mad. Okay? Deje de estar jugando con el agua de la Leila, ¿eh? We have Lord Hanuman. Courage, protection, devotion, modest, long distance, and ancestral travel. I'm talking to somebody that even though you're asleep right now, the moment you wake up, because right now you have the courage to get up and go. You have everything you need to make this shift, to make this change, to set the intention for what you want your life to be. Thank you, Spirit. Look at how you courage, devotion, modest, protection, long distance, and travel, and astral travel. You can astral travel. Like, what? You need to let go of fear. You need to let go of fear. I know that's a hard thing to do.
Mamá.
Trust me, I know, okay?
No, mañana.
No, váyase a terminar.
Mañana.
Okay, al rato pues.
¿Y Woody?
Bye, pues.
Booty.
It says, Lord Krishna, living prosperly, compassion, diplomacy, choosing joyfulness. And joy came out in the African goddess deck as well.
Mommy, and that said it after was sleeping in the room, right? Right?
Hold on, guys. Living purposefully, compassion, diplomacy, choosing joyfulness. This is Lord Krishna, but this reminds me of Hathor. It's giving Hathor. Like, I'm telling you, I am talking to someone that if I don't know what you are waiting for to tap in. I don't know what you're waiting for to tap in. And I just thank you, Spirit. So I was really, really looking at the Krishna card, the Lord Krishna, but I went back to look at the Lady Ganga card, and look, this is giving this man here, because it does say at the end, right? It says honoring your ancestors, and so that's literally what he looks like he's doing, right? But then if you look here, it's almost giving like underworld, dark, and those are, and you have ancestors also in the dark that are of the dark. I've spoken about that here on my channel before. You know that you can have both dark goddesses, dark gods, light goddesses, light gods, and work with both, because you're not of the dark. You work with the dark, but you're not of the dark. There is a difference. Okay? There is a difference. And there's like a snake right here too. I just noticed that. So again, I'm talking to somebody that if you are not tapped in, tap in and tap into both. Tap into the light and tap into the dark. I made a video here on my channel that said, Hackett had a message for you. Hackett is from, she's a dark goddess. She's a dark goddess. You know, but again, I'm not of the dark. I am definitely working for the Most High. But I tap into my dark feminine. I tap into my dark goddess side from time to time. You just have to know when and where, right? And it's all in you on how do you want to use that. It's all on the person. And I just noticed that. And this, again, this is Lord Krishna, but it's very much giving with the, I just saw too, with the peacocks and whatnot. It's giving Hathor. It's giving Egypt as well. Lord Rahu, it says unhealthy addiction, bad habits, illusion, foreigner, chaos, sudden and surprising gains and losses. Ooh, this card is crazy. So this is probably where you're at the moment. Look at that picture. There's just a whole lot going on. So that's probably everything you're feeling. Unhealthy, addictions, bad habits, illusion. Unendings, chase, sudden and surprising gains and losses. unending chase. It's giving round and round we go. We break up to make up. We come back together, we separate. We come back together, we separate. It's always like, I'm just giving that example, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that it's like that for you. It's kind of like if you are in a relationship and you guys pop off on each other and disrespect the hell out of each other. But then you guys come back and make up and now you're happy again for like the next 6 months or until some other shit pops off, and then it's a cycle. Round and round we go. It's an unhealthy addiction. It's a bad habit. It's an illusion. Because you're hoping for this person to be different. But that's not going to happen. This person already showed you who they are. They showed you already what they're about. They showed you that they don't bring nothing to the table. You set the table, you make dinner, you pick up the table and wash the dishes. This person, all they do is sit down and eat. That's it. You have 2, 4, 5. You have 5 amazing cards that came out before this. So it's almost like the cards that came out before this is where you could be if you let go of this. Okay. No. If you let go. Okay, go. Okay, thank you. If you let go of this needs to stop. This gotta go. This is definitely giving like more of like what I was saying with my African goddess deck, but this is more, like I said, it's very much tough love. It's very straightforward. It's very, get your shit together. You are a wonderful and amazing person who can be all the way tapped in with the divine, with your spirit teams and your ancestors, with of the light and of the dark, but you're too busy. What is it? An unending chase with someone or something. Sudden and surprising gains and losses. And that's how it's always going to be. Because since it's going to be round and round we go, right? You think it's a gain when this person, again, if it's a relationship, right? If this person comes back and says, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that to you. I'll never do it again. I apologize. I love you. They sound so fucking sincere. Because that's how a narcissist works. That's how a master manipulator works. They know just what to say. They have the gift of gab is what I just heard. The gift of gab. They know what the fuck to say, how to say it. A tear might even fall or something, but it's crap. And you fall for it. And to you, it's a game, right? But then as time goes by, this person doesn't live up to what everything they said that they were going to do or whatever they promised you. So now it's a loss. It says here, sudden surprising gains and losses. So you think you're gaining something when you get back together. When you fix it and get back together, because, okay, well, he said that he was going to pay attention to me more. He said that he wasn't going to cheat on me anymore. He said that he wasn't going to call me out my name anymore. And then in a month, it was like, bitch, where's my dinner? Type shit. Right? And you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I guess he's not going to stop calling me out of my name. So it becomes a loss. But you're the one that's losing. This person is not losing a motherfucking thing. It's you. You lose. You lose everything. You lose self-love, self-respect. You lose you. Little by little, you start to get lost. You start to get lost. And I know what it feels like to be lost. Find yourself. You're going to find yourself the moment you cut this shit out. That's why that karmic card came out. It's in reverse. You're not ready to cut those cords. And I'm not here to tell you to do so. I'm here to tell you what could happen if you decide to. If you don't decide to, that's on you. I ain't nobody to tell you what to do. I'm just here. I'm just here to tell you what could happen. I'm just here to tell you what could happen, what could be. I feel like the African goddess deck said exactly how you feel at the moment. And this deck is definitely telling you where you could be. If look, Ganesha! Split the deck and it's Ganesha. Wisdom, overcoming obstacles, material and spiritual wealth, peace and bliss. Again, things that could happen, things that will happen if you decide to do what you need to do, what needs to be done. Only I can't tell you because I'm not living your life. Okay? I'm nobody here to tell you do this, do that, cut it out, knock it, you know. I can just tell you what can happen, but this is what it's giving. It's giving that this is more of a direct, like, cut the shit, like, you need to make a move type situation. But at the end of the day, you're the only one that can make that that Lord Vayu, aura cleansing, breathing exercises, sattvic foods, thoughts and words, quality of life force. So I feel like this comes out when we are going through that spiritual awakening. We are kind of like not forced, but kind of like nudged to eat cleaner and eat healthier and drink more water and work out and take spiritual baths and take cleansing baths and cleanse our aura and cleanse our space and our energy and things like that, you know, so we can be able to hear the voice of the divine more clearer, to feel their presence when they're around, to tap in. Oh, I'm getting the feels. To feel exactly what I just said. To feel when they're around. It's on the bottom, it says quality of our life force. I just heard we've always been with you. We've always been with you. Why do you question when you know we've always been there? Don't question what you already know. Don't question what you already know to be true for you. Lord Vishvakarma. Karma, yeah. Believe in your creative genius. Prioritize, organize solutions, move beyond doubt. And didn't I say that? You need to let go of fear. Stop doubting what you already know. I'm telling you, these cards are definitely talking to somebody. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting what you already know to be true. Stop doubting what you already know to be that it's for you. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that this is not the first video you have seen saying this to you. I feel like I'm not the first video you have seen saying this to you. Woo. Oh, man. And Lakshmi. I love it. Lakshmi's here. Lakshmi is finance, wealth, luxury, jewels, jewelry, just abundance. Financial. Look, it says financial gain, luxury. I didn't even read that. I just said it. Okay. Financial gain, luxury, promotion, divine beauty, fertility, self-love, independence. Again, you already know this about you. You already know this to be true about you. Lord Yamrach. Retribution, reward for good karmas, final destination, all eyes seeing you, all seeing you. So that's the final destination, all seeing you. When you, okay, this right here, I know the picture looks crazy, but look what it says. It says retribution, reward for good karmas, final destination, all seeing you. This is the reward. This is the good karma right here. Protection, living purposefully, having a purpose. You have a purpose in life. Being connected to the divine and to your ancestors. Having financial gain, luxury, prosperity, fulfillment, fertility, independence, self-love. Goddess Sati. I actually saw this card while I was getting ready to shuffle before I even pulled any cards out. Okay, and here she is. I'm telling you, these cards want to talk. Follow your inner compass. Again, do not doubt what you already know to be true. Follow your inner compass. Value what you have before it's gone. Undying love, nonconformist. Whatever situation you're in, don't just say, fuck it, I'll just stay here. It's not like I deserve more. It's not like I deserve better. No. Do not be, don't settle. Thank you, Spirit. Don't settle for what you have, what this person's giving you, for the breadcrumbs that this person is giving you. When you have this, when you have this, when you have this, when you have this person, all they give you is this. You have this. You can tap into 2 realms. Whew. Alright. So I think I'm gonna, okay. I was gonna close it, guys. We're at like at 1:43. If you are still here, you're a real one and I love you so much. Wow. Alright.
I love you.
I love you too.
So much.
Yeah, una más y ya. Va a sentarse.
Oh my. No.
Alright, we have Ocean Whispers. Embrace your role. Espérate. Embrace your role as a protector and guardian, standing strong against life's challenges.
Mama.
You might be coming up right now. If you decide to make this switch, yes, it's going to be challenging. But it's not going to be something that you can't handle. 144 on the timer. Ooh, I'm talking to a chosen one. I'm telling you. It's literally 144. We are at 1 hour and 44 minutes right now.
Oh, yes, baby. No.
Embrace your role as a protector and a guardian. Stand strong against life's challenges. You are strong. whatever challenges you're gonna be met, if you do this, anchor yourself in strength. Again, another strength. Strength and resilience. Finding stability. Life's admits life's ever-changing ties. So again, there is going to be a change. And it might be tough. And it might be a little drastic. And it might be a little hard. And it might be a little difficult to kind of get the ball rolling again, but it's not going to be to the point where you cannot handle it. Okay? Alright, final messages here, Spirit. It says, mermaid magic. Embrace the magic within and let your intuition guide you through life's currents. Again, don't doubt what you know to be true. Your intuition is speaking to you at this time. Do not doubt what you know to be true. Sea turtles. It says, navigates life's challenge with patience and grace, trusting that slow and steady progress leads to success. This is giving me, if you decide to make this change, right, and do a complete 180 on whatever situation you have going on. Ay, hold on. What the heck? Oh. It's gonna be slow. Right? We don't I mean, the dark night of the soul doesn't happen today and it's done by tomorrow. No. It's going to be a slow and steady process. But you will eventually end up on the other side where you need to be. Where eventually you will find peace and love and happiness and wholeness. Okay? If you guys want to go ahead and ask your questions so I can use the pendulum, so we can shut it down. You guys, if you made it through the whole video, I appreciate you. I knew that, I said it from the beginning, that I knew this video was going to be, yeah, we were definitely setting the intention. Okay. So, go ahead and ask your questions. I got everything out. So let's go here. Let's see. All right, I hope you guys are ready. All right, Spirit. What is the answer to the collective's question? Is that it? Is that the final answer? Alright guys, y'all know what that means. If you're new to my channel, this means no. So the answer to your question is no. And now it's just getting even like more. So no. Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Again, like I said, if you stayed till the end, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to head over to my other channel, Time for Tea. And I will see you guys at the next one. Bye.